Okay, Q&A. Here we go. Mr. Gary Capps, you're first. Let me fix it so you can unmute yourself. 1 second. And everybody knows, raise your hand. Don't butt into somebody else's conversation. Gary Capps, go ahead and unmute. You're first up.
Hi, Bob. So explain to us when the rolling month starts and stops.
Okay. The rolling month. Let's everybody pull out your calendars again. Okay. Our little calendar, like I must be on blur. Let me get myself off blur. So when I need to do this stuff. So get our calendars out, get it open. So there we go. In my cal. Oh, what matter with all this stuff? There it is.
There
There's
it
that
is.
calendar. Okay. So I'm looking at the whole month so you can see all weeks. Okay. So let's get to June and then look backwards so you can see May. So we're in the week of June the 2nd, the pay week of June 2nd through the 8th. That is the 4th week in this new pay plan. So if you'll see, the gross pay week starting tomorrow there are going to go away. They won't be in that total. The things that are going to be in a total is what occurred on May 19th through 25th, May 26th through June 1st, June 2nd through June 8th. That's your 3 weeks prior, and your 4th rolling week will be June 9th to June 15th. Similarly, the next week in June will be June 16th. The week that will fall off is that very first week, 4 weeks back. That's the week that'll fall off. In other words, 1, 2, 3, 4, May 12th through 18th will fall off, meaning all growth factor sales that occurred that week that were in that previous rolling total, those will go away. Now, on your Internet Explorer, not your Internet, your Downline Explorer, you can see everybody in your growth factor sales. You can see both everybody in your personal enrollment group for those 5 levels. You'll see who they are. And if their name shows up there through 4 levels, whenever the 4th level person sponsors somebody, it goes on that 5th level and their name will show up there. So you have 2 things you can look on that that Downline Explorer. One is who those people are. You also see that in your hub. When you click on the growth factor, a little screen will come up and it'll show you everybody, their name, their username, their date that they came in. So it shows you in 2 places. That's a quick place. But you can see it in the Downline Explorer also. You can end the question. Now, you can only see it if you've got a VIP or $5.99. You can't see that if you've got a basic $149. You can't see hardly anything in the base. You don't see a lot of the premium stuff. And I don't know. I didn't even look to see if you can see it with basic or not. We can look real quick. Let me just see real quick here. I'd have to go to Downline Explorer. But do you see what I'm talking about? You can click on the growth factor sales and it brings them up, all of them. The same thing in your Downline Explorer. It will show these things in your Downline Explorer. And it tells you what you need to do. Okay, if you don't have any growth factor sales, then the most you can get is a $500 check. Doesn't matter what that volume is. Okay, so you got to have a growth factor sale. And so I'll be training a lot of that, how to do that, as soon as they, we get into full gear with this comp plan. And because they're looking at data to see if they need to make any tweaks in this, but we'll know later. We got a little transition period here, 3 to 4 weeks, 4 weeks at least. So if you'll look at the Downline Explorer, the questions that you ask, okay, you'll pull down this question right here. Okay, all these things are premium. So the basic will get my current growth factor, who makes up my current growth factor, and who makes up my personal enrollment group. What they will not get is who flushes points, who doesn't have it down, who is cycling soon, who is renewing soon, who are my leaders, and who recently changed rank. They won't get those. Those are only for VIP and legacy VIP memberships. Okay. So the basic will get to see their group in the Downline Explorer. Downline Explorer. Does that answer your question, Scary?
Yes, thank you.
Thank you, brother.
I understand it more now. So.
Okay, you bet, brother. Robert? Yes, sir. You need to unmute, brother. Need to unmute. You have to unmute, Robert. Robert, you have to unmute. There you go.
Okay. Sorry. So yeah, that was real helpful, especially knowing that you have the different questions you can ask, to filters you can put on that Downline Explorer. But I have two other questions here. Can you explain a little more the difference between the pay and the bank side, and how that, I guess the one side goes away or goes to the loyalty points, but the other side stays, but how that works?
Well, what I want to refer you to is my new how the comp and plan works, and I explain that. Your bank side has your most points. Okay, they will hold points in what accumulates as, let's say, your bank side. That becomes your strong side. Your pay side, it is the one with the least points, so that's the one will go to zero. They won't make them both go to zero for you unless you become inactive. So that's what we mean by bank. What I mean, I'm the one that coined these terms way back in the beginning. Bank side and pay side, because that's what it acts like. You only get deducted from your bank side the commission check that the volume of the commission check that you earned, and the loyalty points.
So is
We'll
that
deduct
monthly or weekly?
That's weekly, because you get paid every week, and if you don't get paid, then all volume rolls over. If you don't get paid, all your volume rolls over. Okay. So if you don't meet a $250 check, all your volume is going to roll over. If you're an associate and you got 300 points on your pay side, then one of two things are going to happen. If you made a new sale that week, Then you got a new customer bonus. It shows up on your business hub. It shows right there you got one. Well, they'll deduct 250 points from both sides, pay you a $250 check, and then that 50 points, the difference between 300 and 250, that will roll over to your next commission week if you had a new customer, if you made a sale or more in that week. If you did not make a sale or more in that week, then those 50 points will go to loyalty points where you can earn free silver. And that's called commission rollover points. Okay. So if you look at your loyalty bank, click on it, and you'll see every transaction that occurs in your loyalty bank. Here, we'll go look, since you're asking, we'll go look at one like that. Let's go close this. We're going to have to go to loyalty offers right here. Now, it'll show you right here how many loyalty points you have. Then got paid to have 60 tail, so they're going to roll over into your loyalty points, and then it'll just keep adding to your total until you can get a free product once a month. And I encourage people to get their free product, and I encourage people to get their bullion. Okay. Or if they want to save up for a particular collectible, at least, when you get those points, go ahead and get that collectible before it sells out of them. Then you can't get it. Then you have to get something else, even though you're say, hey, listen, I've been in that. I've been saving up to get some of these things, and then bingo, it's gone. I can't get it, so I got to get something else, and I got to use my loyalty points for something else. So that's what I mean by checking your loyalty point bank and checking the transactions there, and you'll know exactly what happens to the volume that you have. And if hopefully you're on one of my team band apps, because I did the compensation. I walked day one before it's just you and you before you sponsor it, and I go through how these points are accumulated, how they're built, how what flushes and what doesn't flush, and I take you through that cycle all the way. And so if you have to watch that 40 times until you understand it, then your job is to watch it until you understand it. See, networking is simple. It's just watching it until you understand it.
So I guess the main thing is you need to get at least one new customer a month or a week, rather, one new customer a week on your pay side, because if not, then those points are gonna get flushed, right?
No, you don't have to. Your group has to. Your PEG group.
Okay.
5 levels. Anybody you sponsor that does it, when they sponsor someone, that counts for you too. That counts as a growth factor sale. So it's not just you. If you do it, then you're in total control. You're right. But not many people can sponsor a person every month. And the company knows that. But you got who you sponsor, that's your level 1, who they sponsor is your level 2, who they sponsor is your level 3, who they sponsor is your level 4. And if they sponsor anybody, it goes on your 5th level. You're going to get credit for everything there. Okay.
Right. Okay, the next question I had was that you keep talking about the 7 papers. Is that on the band app, or where do we
On the band app? Everything I teach, everything I do is on the band app. Everything. And I've got a training on the band app that teaches you how to find everything on the band app. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Which
Uh,
band app are you on?
I'm on the silver. Derek,
Okay, you're on,
yeah,
okay, you're on, but they just changed their name. It used to be the French team. So
Silver Connection Network, sorry.
Silver Connection Network, that's it. So let me, oh heck, I don't have my band app open. So let me open it up. So just in case I got more questions, I can show stuff using it. I've got several teams. Now, all my training is on all the team band apps. It doesn't matter which team you're on, so you don't have to change band app. And please don't do that. Stay on the team that you're on, okay? Because there's no more information on one that there is on the other. That's needed. I load all the team band apps myself personally. Now, some of the other team leaders post to those, if they are. Let's see, you're in Silver Connections Network. That's this one. So I can just show you exactly where it's at. You see right here, notice section. You click on that little 9, and then this walks you through your website. Plus, they do a website walkthrough 5 days a week in that group.
right, right.
And then
Yeah.
you scroll on down, and why being on your team band app is key, and how to use. Right there. Bingo. August 17th. Why being on your team band app is, and how to use. Okay.
Okay.
And so you will see that you can find everything. One of the keys I try to tell everybody is you got a search function here. You want to know where something is on the computer, on your phone. It's a little magnifying glass. You can just type in hashtag. It's going to bring up a bibliography, a search subject. Okay. And if you want to know about, you know, a subject, what to find, how to find stuff. Now mine, if you want to ever know the Bob Reid system, you can Bob Reid success system. You're going to find all 7 pieces of paper just about in any. You click on it, it'll open up. Yep, doesn't have it on that one. So I'm going to get out of that one, go to the next one. Typically, you're going to see, there they are. I put them right there. I attach it to it. There's the 7 pieces of paper. You can click on it, download it, print them out, do all that kind of stuff. Okay, good question. Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you, sir.
But you can find everything you need in the band apps. I'll guarantee you. Okay. And you're in a good network that got their own Telegram channel. So they
Yep,
have a lot of Q&As in their Telegram channel.
that's right.
Same thing with the PSI group. Same thing with, I got 4, 5 others that have their own Telegram channel. I got one team that has their own private Facebook. But you got to be in those teams to be in those channels. Okay.
Right.
And like you are. Okay. But if you're not on their Telegram channel, you need to get on it. Okay.
I'm on it. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Cool. And
Thank you so much, Bob.
and ask them questions just like you asked me. They should be able to point you just like I just did. Okay.
Okay.
You
Thank
bet.
you.
Thank you. Thank you, Robert. Hey, you got a good name. I like that name. You bet, bro. Okay, Sandy, you're next up. Unmute.
Hello.
Hey,
I have hopefully it'll be a real quick question. When you're a copper, do you not get the $250 checks anymore? It's just the 500s. Is that right?
oh no. Oh no, you get to do even if you're a silver or gold, you can get a 250 check, you know?
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well, because we just
Anytime.
got a 500 check, and so I was like, well, I didn't. That's a good thing, I
Well,
guess.
hey, 500 is better than 250, right?
Absolutely.
Well, see, the only way you can the only way you can get the 250 check is have volume less than 500, but at least 250 or more. Okay,
Okay. All right. I
that's the
understand
only
that
way you
now.
can get a 250 check, and it's got to be on both sides, of course, and you got
Uh-huh.
to have at least one left and one right active,
Right.
and you do not have to have a growth factor sale on both sides to get a 250 check or a 500 check. You can have zero growth factor and still get the check. Okay.
Oh, okay. All right. Cool.
So
Thank you.
pretty cool, huh? Pretty
Pretty
cool.
cool. I
Yeah.
like that.
So it's not so hard. And when we start thinking about it, this is kind of a whole bunch of you don't, hey, look, as a copper, you don't have to have an associate on your left and associate on your right. And that was hard to keep all the time. You just have to
Okay.
have two personals left, two personals right, and one growth factor sale. That's not bad in
And
a
how
month. In a month. And if you
now the
build,
coin set, I'm
yeah,
sorry, the coin points, they go to infinity, and right? It's just the points from the membership sales that go 5 deep. Is that right?
that is correct.
Uh,
You,
okay. I'm
they
real
post,
confused on all that.
okay, would they post 5 levels up in your, in your, in your, personal enrollment group?
Mhm.
They, when that 150, 50, or 20 points from the membership sale post, it'll post 5 levels up. That's all. Okay.
Okay.
Active levels. It only goes to active levels. So if you got people in between you that are inactive, it doesn't go to them anyway. Okay. It
Okay.
just skips past them. That's the way it always worked. And so
Right.
then it will go up and post to you. If it's below your 5 levels that sales range, then you won't get the points for the membership or renewal, but you will get the points for any autosaver, special coin, coin drop, those come. So anything that happens on your left team, no matter where it's at, no matter how many levels, anything that happens on your left team and anything that happens on your right team, those points will post up to your counter.
Okay. All right.
For autosavers, coin drops, special coins that have point, any coin, jewelry, or product that has points, those points will post up to you, no matter how many levels. Okay.
Okay. All right. And the 5 levels deep, we've got the family pack. So our first 2 centers, those are considered our first level, right?
Yeah, they're your first levels, and they're also a personal. So you're in control of your check forever. Do you know that? What do I mean by
No,
that?
explain that. Yeah.
Well, let's say you worked for 2 years, you got you a good partner, you thought you had a good partner on your left, and then all of a sudden, they get disenchanted, they find grass is greener on the other side, or they think grass is greener somewhere else, and they leave you. They go somewhere else. Okay, that does happen. And so now you don't have a personal on your left side. Well, if you weren't buying a coin on your 2 family pack centers for future leverage, I teach you should, but a lot of people don't.
Oh, we do.
Well, if you do, then you will always have a personal left and a personal right, and that help you get the copper so much faster. Okay.
Yes.
Because you got an enroller and you're accumulating wealth, and you're also building volume for future leverage in the future once you learn how to do this business. and you get skilled at it and you get better at it, then in the future you have a chance to really leverage income. Okay. Because you bought the lot next to you that was empty when you started your business, and you bought the lot on the other side of you when you started your business. So now you get to expand your business and exist on all three lots. You know what I'm talking about?
Uh-huh. Yes.
That's really what a family business pack is all about. Okay.
Good deal.
And
Uh-huh.
so it, you know, a little more than $1,100 to start your business if you get a legacy VIP and 2 VIPs. Or, you know, I like to teach
That's
people,
what we
look,
did.
a little less than $1,800, you're set for life. You got your business, you made the right commitment. Now let's just go to work and make it right. And you got 3 599s. See, eventually you'll see the economic when you renew those VIPs 3 times, you just wasted money. You know that? 270, 270, 270, that's more than 599. When you renew, when you get it
Yeah.
initially and you
Okay,
renew
yeah.
twice, you'll say, "Oh, I should have went ahead and got that 599."
Yes.
Then you'll always be saying, "Well, should I do it now? Should I do it now?" The answer to that is yes.
Yes.
So when it comes time to renew, do yourself justice, make your real commitment, and go ahead and get your 599 when you renew.
Gotcha.
Okay.
All righty. Well, thank you so
Good
much.
question, Sandy. Sandy, which team are you in?
Corona. Well, it just changed to builders, dream builders.
Dream Builders. Okay, so you're on the
Mhm.
band app, right, Sandy?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Yes.
So you see everything's loaded there for y'all. Everything is
Yes.
cool. You're in the Dream Builders team, okay, in San
Yes.
Antonio.
Yes.
The
Awesome
Zerniaks
team.
and Korbacks. You bet.
Yes,
Awesome.
and they
Yeah,
are
awesome.
they're wonderful people.
Y'all are blowing it out of the water. Y'all are just expanding, having great meetings, doing it right.
Blowing and going.
Blowing and going. You bet. Thanks, Sandy. Appreciate you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Gary Comfort. Yes, sir, my man.
Bob, Bob, I wanted to give you kudos about your training method because somebody asked me a question and I went on the band to search it out, and you just went over that whole thing tonight or today concerning what we were looking for. So we didn't need to do what we did, but we searched through the whole band looking and found what we were looking for. But we also found 2 or 3 other videos that we needed to rewatch in order to give us understanding about those issues. And I think that's part of your method is you're not going to show us exactly where it is when you say go to the band. You want us to review what's on the band, find the things that we really need to know, review them. And we learned a whole lot this last week based on that. And I just wanted to give you kudos on that because that's your training session.
Yeah, you caught me. You got it. That's exactly right, Gary. That's why I do that. You know, I just keep saying all the time, everything's in the band. How many times you heard me say that to you, Gary? It's in the band. It's in the band. It's
Probably
in the band.
25. Yeah.
But you know, it's just human nature. Everybody wants to not only be led to the water, they not only want to be led to the water, they also want you to dip it up and give it to them instead of them reaching down and dipping and getting it and then drinking. That's just
Yep.
human
And
nature. And I know that.
that's that spaced repetition that is so important because now I have 2 or 3 things in my notebook that I want to pursue because we researched the one thing that we were having difficulty finding, but we did find it. before you just put it on the screen today.
That's
So
right.
that was wonderful.
You-
Thank you.
You're welcome. I've got several trainings on that. Maybe I ought to go back and reference the ones on how to use Band app. I think I did in a couple of them. I have to go look. I've got some more homework to do myself and getting it all organized, but we'll get better and better as time goes by. Thank you so much, Gary. Appreciate that. Great comment. Thank you. Linda, yes, ma'am. Hey,
Hey
and
there, Bob.
Linda, I am so,
Yes.
the boat lady, the lake lady, the lady that's signing up a banker. Oh, man, way to go, Linda. Hey, and I so apologize. I got my big box here. I still haven't even had, and I am so wanting to do this, but I get
Well,
so
you know
tired
it's
at night.
inside, so. But I have
But
to
I
tell you a
can't,
little bit
I
about,
can't wait to do it because my wife doesn't know anything about it yet. Okay,
she
but I
almost
will.
did with my
But
big mouth, but she
what's
doesn't.
your question? What's your question,
Okay,
young
I just
lady?
want to tell you one thing about that banker I got last week. Um, Last year, I don't know if you remember, but I was working with Todd Collins and Joy Barbarossa. My member Patty, that was a member. I have my questions on her. And my business partner Bridget, who was at the yacht club with me last weekend, and we were going round and round about getting into the yacht club to do a big wealth strategy presentation. Okay. And Todd was on the calls. We're on all these Zoom calls with my dad and everything because my dad's past Commodore of the Yachting Association and the Chicago Yacht Club. And they kept putting me in front of committees like the Flag Committee. And I'm like, what does that have to do with 7K? So 2 weeks before the event, Todd was going to come out. Patty was going to fly out from Georgia. It was all set. They said, I'm sorry, we are sponsored by Wintrust Bank. And, they donate them a lot of money. So what can you do for us? I said, I'm not that type of company. They said, well, we're going to have to cancel. So I get this guy Saturday or Sunday at the yacht club, and he's like, "You've got me. I've got I've got customers who really want to invest in gold and silver. I don't know where to go. This seems awesome. Buying $1 at a time. Blah blah blah." He goes, "You got me." I said, "Where do you work? Who do you work for?" He said, "Wintrust Bank." So that's the ultimate revenge. So now guess where I can have events at the yacht club because Wintrust Bank, this gentleman at Wintrust Bank will be working with me, so I have an in there. So I think last year was good that it didn't happen because now I'm partnered with someone who sponsors the yacht club. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. But what's your question, young lady?
Well, I just want to tell you about that because I was very excited for him. He's very excited.
Okay,
He wants to do
okay.
better than Benjamin Heine. So I've got a motivated one. My
There you
question
go.
is, I had that author, my friend from high school who came on. She did do a family business pack. They all have VIP memberships. And then she stopped her auto ships and all 9 people, a lot of them canceled and didn't upgrade. So they're not members anymore. She is still a member and can just start an autosaver again, or will she because I'm still working with her to get her back. So she has the $5.99. Her husband and her son do also. So she has a family business pack. Are they all still members just inactive? And if they start buying an autosaver, do they have to pay the $5.99 again after a certain time? Does that make sense?
The $5.99 is lifetime.
Okay. So she can just
And
start getting autosavers again to become active and start it all over with points. Because I know she lost her points. Her son lost pay that he could have had. She just didn't click with her. She didn't do the trainings, but she says she's rethinking it now. So
no, none of that matters. $5.99 is
Okay.
lifetime. All they have to do is buy their autosaver. They become active. Okay.
awesome.
They can
Awesome.
re-engage or disengage anytime. They can buy products. They can take advantage of anything. In some case, they have a lifetime membership. They can come into their store anytime, or they can not go to the store anytime. Okay,
Perfect. Thank you.
that's that is good. Now the VIP is different. That's an annual renewal, and after so long inactive, it'll get canceled or converted to a basic and then get canceled. Okay, so that's the way that works. So
Thank you.
thanks, Linda. Appreciate it. Any other questions? Everybody understands their comp plan? Everybody understands what I taught on the autosavers today, because this is important. This is something you need to be working on all the time until you get those get those autosavers equal or more volume on the 8th, 15th, 21st, and 26th than on the 1st. The 1st is when you want to have the least volume, not the most volume. Why? Because that's when the company does all the renewal, and most of the renewals are processed by the company. Most people don't click on renew themselves. Most people don't follow my training that I post every month about the renewals coming up and what to do. And so most of the renewals are processed on that first compensation week, and many weeks, the 26th and the 1st autosavers fall in there together, plus the renewals. And you talking about y'all flushing volume, especially if you're just a copper or an associate, you're going to flush a ton of volume that you could have gotten paid on. You could have gotten paid on if you would have done the things that I teach. So if you don't make the amount of money you were expecting, it's only one person's fault. Go look at them in the mirror. And I know that's not funny, but gee whiz, we got to learn to, this is big business. You got to treat it like big business. You can't just say, okay, I join, I'm gonna make a lot of money. That ain't how it works. Yes, sir, Gary. You have to unmute.
Bob, I don't have a question, but I would like to ask you if it would be all right if I thank the folks in the network that know about my hospital stay and the prayers that they've been putting up for me. And just give them a quick update that I'm headed for a rehab center on Monday or Tuesday. I've been in this hospital now for 5 weeks, but everything is great and I'm about to get out of here.
And you just thank them and they'll continue the prayers. And we have Woodrow Venable being released from his. And so, yes, thank you so much, Gary. And we'll continue praying for you, brother. Okay.
Thank you.
And
Thank you.
everybody, y'all have, oh, well, wait a minute. I talked about money, even though it's a Q&A. I gotta always put up the income disclosure statement as to have that end screen that we have, some way, somehow, I guess, hopefully it's showing. I may be having internet difficulties. I don't know, but we're going to find out. But y'all have a blessed weekend. Everybody.
It didn't.
Yes. It didn't pop up.
No,
Hmm.
there it is.
There it is.
There it is.
There it is. Okay, good. There's the income disclosure. Everybody, y'all have a blessed weekend, and we will see you at the next event, the next training, the next wealth strategies, or at our next meeting that we have.
Oh, wow.
Those of
There's
us
everything
locally
up in the book
in Baton
for
Rouge,
free.
we'll see you Tuesday.
Thank you, Bob.
Right.
Thank
Thank
you
you
very
all.
much, Bob.
Have a great
Thank
one.
you, Bob.
Robert Jeffries.
Bye.
Bye.
Love
Bye,
you.
everybody.
Bye all.
Thanks, Bob.
Aloha.
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 Thanks, Cheryl. You're a real great person and a very successful
We
person
love you,
at Southern
Bob.
Cal.
We thank you
You-
so much. We love you so much. Aloha. See you soon.
Okay, see you soon.
Bye.
Bye all.